What an ugly mug.
This afternoon, the women's team hopes to do the same as they're going to try to end a 9-game losing streak by playing host to Centenary College. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Maas. Welcome once again to IPFW Basketball. I'm joined this afternoon by IPFW Sports Information Director Mike Jewell. And Mike, it's just interesting that IPFW is playing a home game today.
Yeah, it's sort of nice. I mean, they've been on the road for the last 6 games, so that's been tough. Most of the month of December, they were actually gone, so they didn't get a chance to sleep in their own beds. So actually, sleeping in their own beds, coming out and being in front of a home crowd, is going to be a good touch for them tonight.
These are two young teams. IPFW has 1 senior. Centenary has 2 seniors. They're both having a tough season, but they both got some good players. Who can we expect to play well for IPFW today?
I think in order to actually have a good game, we're going to have to count on all our girls to play hard, especially our guards. Our guards are going to have to control the game. They're not going to be able to turn over the ball as much. We're just going to have to slow it, do our pace, and have a good win.
It's IPFW playing host to Centenary College. Tip-off is just ahead right here on College 56 Sports.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW. This is Mike Maas, along with Sports Information Director Mike Jewell, getting ready to call the action in today's women's basketball game featuring the ladies of Centenary College of Shreveport, Louisiana, and the IPFW Mastodons. As we mentioned a moment ago in the opening, Mike, both these teams are young, struggling for victories. IPFW is 2-13, Shreveport is 3-10. But it's unusual to see the Mastodons in their home whites with blue trim.
Yeah, actually, it's nice to see them back in Fort Wayne again. They've been on the road for so long, 6 games in a row, basically the whole month of December, so I haven't get to see them play very much. So it's going to be good to watch them actually back here at the Gate Center.
Well, we're about ready to go. IPFW in the white. Ashley Elmore gets the tap to Courtney nicely, and right off the bat, it's a turnover over and back on IPFW. So Centenary in the maroon jerseys with gray and white trim will put the ball into play. Demetria Dorsey has the ball. We've got all the players for you momentarily. Pass stolen by Tiara Dudley. Some turnovers even at 1 apiece. And the Mastodons are on the attack. It's Maggie Bruning at the point. Ashley Elmore with the basketball now. 6'2" freshman puts it up off the glass and in. 2-0 Mastodons, and Elmore had 18 points, Mike, Tuesday night against Murray State, her career high.
Yeah, she's really going to have to play strong tonight, especially with Centenary. They got so many big people underneath. She's really going to have to be under control going to the bucket.
There's another mid-steal, near steal I should say. Amy Gerald's got her hands on it. It'll remain Centenary basketball right in front of us. Venetia Brabson inbounds it. Ball knocked out of bounds again. Now it's turnover. It'll be IPFW basketball. A little aggressiveness on the defense.
What I was telling you about turnovers.
Centenary calls a 30-second timeout. We've played just 55 seconds. IPFW with the early 2-0 lead against Centenary College out of Shreveport, Louisiana. We'll take a break. This is IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
You may have noticed IPFW's basketball games are a lot more fun this year, thanks to our very own pep band. Hi, I'm Krista Markham.
I'm Matt Ehrman.
And I'm Barry Sturgill, Stop Band Director. The Stop Band is looking for more members, and we want you to join.
This is a great chance to be a part of a new tradition at IPFW and meet lots of great people, too.
So dust off those trumpets, pull the flutes out of the attic, and join us at the next game.
Call 260-481-61.
Okay, back to IPFW basketball here on College 56 Sports. Didn't miss too much, just an offensive foul on Courtney Nicely. Her first, team first. So Centenary with the basketball. Near steal. Shot up and in by Venetia Brabson. It's a three-pointer, and Centenary's on top, 3-2. Ashley Elmore with the basketball way up top. We got a foul going to be called on Katie Nickel. Her first, team's first. Comes with 18:25 left here in the first half. Amy Gerald's will inbound the basketball. Maggie Bruning with it, the point guard. Junior transfer from St. Francis. Gerald's forces her way up, no good, but we got a whistle and a foul underneath, and Amy Gerald's will go to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to be on Venetia Brabson, her first. And Amy Gerald's leading the team, 14.2 points per game. Knocks down the first one. Ties the game at 3. Amy's a 76% free throw shooter, makes the second one as well. That's a good sign. And it's 4-3 Mastodons. Pressure now put on by IPFW. Danielis with the basketball. Lob pass inside, out of bounds. Intended for Katie Nickel. And that's 4 turnovers now, Mike, on Centenary, and we've played 2 minutes.
Well, remember I told you turnovers are going to be the key, especially with a team like Centenary. I mean, we've had a lot of turnovers the last couple of games, but we actually got to cut our turnovers down and actually force them to turn more over for us.
Now we got an offensive player control foul on IPFW. It's on Courtney Nicely, and that's her second. Picked him up in a hurry. And that'll bring Hillary O'Connell, a freshman from Warsaw High School, into the lineup. Hillary wearing number 22. Brabson will inbound the ball for the ladies of Centenary College. There's Demetria Dorsey, number 33. Alexis Petway, their leading scorer, and she throws it away. On the break, Amy Gerald's Maggie Bruning takes it to the glass and in.
Strong move there by Bruning, and she really actually saw the opening and just went straight to it.
6-3, the IPFW lead is 3. Daniela slows it down now. Almost knocked away again, this time by Gerald's. Another turnover. I know Centenary hasn't seen much snow, Mike, but they've already turned the ball over 6 times.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty impressive for IPFW's defense. This may give us the momentum we need to actually play strong here, especially down in the post area with that 2-3 zone.
O'Connell. Amy Gerald's up top. Amy looking. Somebody gets it to Bruning. Give and go off the glass and in. Amy Gerald's with her first field goal. She's now got 4 points and a nice give and go feed from Maggie Bruning. 8-3, the lead is 5. And another steal, this time by Bruning. Takes it coast to coast, lays it up and in. Mastodons clicking on all cylinders right now, and they lead 10-3. Oh, nice move, getting the bucket. Demetria Dorsey, and she draws the foul as well. Foul is on O'Connell, her first, team third. And at the line, trying to get the conventional three-point play will be Demetria Dorsey. 69% free throw shooter coming in. Makes the free throw. She's got 3. It's now 10-6. The Mastodon lead is down to 4. Tiara Dudley. Now Bruning has it up top. Back to Dudley. Tiara, 16-footer is good. The senior from Cincinnati is on the scorebook with her first points of the afternoon.
Well, it looks like IPFW is wasting no time going at Centenary here. That looks good for us. I mean, last couple times we've actually been struggling back and forth against Lipscomb. So,
and we've got another timeout called by Centenary. Actually, I think it's media timeout. Let's take a break. 12-6 our score. Mastodons on top. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Noticed IPFW's basketball games are a lot more fun this year, thanks to our very own pep band. Hi, I'm Krista Markham.
I'm Matt Ehrman.
And I'm Barry Sturgill, Stop Band Director. The Stop Band is looking for more members, and we want you to join.
This is a great chance to be a part of a new tradition at IPFW and meet lots of great people too.
So dust off those jumpers, pull the flutes out of the attic, and join us at the next game.
Call 260-481-6166 for more information on how you can share your school spirit and IPFW pride.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hilliard Gates Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW. You get a good look at head coach Bruce Patterson instructing his women's basketball team. And Mike, so far in the first 4+ minutes, he's instructed them well as they're up by 6.
yeah, it's actually been pretty nice. They've been aggressive on the offensive basically floor. And if you look at how many turnovers they've made Centenary throw the ball away 8 times. And I mean, IPFW is not one that actually can make a team get a lot of turnovers. We've only committed 2, so far so good. 4 steals for us.
Neither team has missed a shot so far. IPFW 5 of 5 from the floor, Centenary 2 of 2. And here we go, Mastodons with the ball. Maggie Bruning dribbles down the right side. Gerald's, now there's a turnover. Carly Melvin rather takes it. Shot up and missed. Going to reload. Long 3 is missed by Daniellis, and here comes IPFW with the ball. O'Connell double teamed. Nice feed inside to Dudley. Misses the shot, however. And here come the ladies of Centenary College.
Looks like Mike Centenary wants to push it up and down the court.
3-point shot by Louise Smythe is no good, and they fight for the rebound underneath. It'll be a jump on the order of possession. It'll stay with Centenary. .54 left here in the first half. 12-6 our score. IPFW on top. Centenary almost tossed it away. Dorsey picked it up. Now the perimeter passing here. Daniellis cut off by Geralds. Dorsey in the paint. Shot up, no good. Put back up, no good. Elmore with the rebound. Ladies had 2 shots at it, couldn't get it. Now Amy Geralds comes back and misses a 3. But O'Connell gets the offensive glass. She takes a 3 and misses. And we talked about how hot the teams were shooting, and now they're starting to miss some shots.
Yeah, it looks like IPFW is now 5 and 8, but you look at Centenary, they're only 2 and 6.
3-point shot is short by Melvin. Rebound picked up by Maggie Bruning. Geralds drives it all the way, and she draws another foul. Good hesitation move there by Amy Geralds. So we'll go back to the line and shoot 2. Foul was on Dorsey, her first, team third. Geralds knocks the first one down. Substitution, Venetia Brabson back in the lineup, replacing Julie Daniellis. And coming in the IPFW lineup, well, she's going to be in for the shooter, I think, is Lindy Carey.
Well, so far, Geralds is doing pretty good. She's 3 for 3 for the line. Hopefully she can put it in here and make it 4 for 4.
And she does. She's now got 6 points. She'll take a break. Lindy Carey, the freshman from Leo High School, comes in to replace her. 14-6 our score. IPFW on top by 8. Centenary traveled with the basketball. Boy, a lot of turnovers by Centenary, Mike.
Yeah, right now they're sitting at, it should be 9 turnovers if I'm correct, and IPFW's got that full court pressure going.
Carey will inbound the ball to Bruning. Mastodons in the white home jerseys. Elmore at the high post. Move it around on the outside. 12 on the shot clock now. Bruning needs to spin move. Drive has it knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Demetria Dorsey. That almost looked like a pretty good pocket pick in there, Mike.
Yeah, I thought she was going to take that and go the other way and put 2 in the bucket for Centenary, but instead she got her hand caught in the cookie jar.
Dorsey now has 2 fouls. Maggie Bruning will shoot 2. Maggie, the junior transfer, graduate of Northside High School. Missed the first one. Maggie just, this is only her 6th game that she's been eligible for. Averaging just over 5.5 points a game. Here to play the point. Substitution for Centenary, number 55, Meshi Doritsa.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't know if you remember this, but remember Maggie Bruning's first game out came against Notre Dame, and she sort of got off to a rocky start, having a bunch of turnovers, but she's calmed down and is really helping out this program.
Missed the second one. The ladies come up with the rebound. Let's see what they can do offensively now. Petway, their leading scorer, hasn't scored yet. Now we got a whistle, and the foul's going to be on Lindy Carey. Her first, team 4th, so the team fouls are even at 4 apiece. It'll be Centenary basketball underneath their own basket. Daniellis nearly has it stolen. Now they fight for it, O'Connell and her. And they're going to call a foul on Daniellis. Interesting call there. Her first, team 5th. Mastodons with the ball. Elmore, nice jump shot. Freshman Ashley Elmore has 4. And the lead is up to 10 at 16-6. Centenary trying to penetrate the IPFW defense. Daniellis throws it away. Picked up by O'Connell. Carey inside Dudley's double teamed. Forces it up anyway and misses it. And Doritsa comes down with the rebound. That time Tiara got herself caught too far underneath.
Way down underneath, and those Centenary ladies are actually pretty tall.
Brabson gets a bucket for Centenary. She's now got 5 points. And it's 16-8. Nearly a turnover by IPFW, but Jessica Ramey just in, picks it up, the loose ball.
Yeah, Mike, it looks like they're sort of playing a matchup zone against us.
Actually, Elmore took it straight to the hole and knocked it down. It's almost like the Red Sea parted for her. She's got a half a dozen, the lead back up to 10 at 18-8. Brabson. High post Doritsa, nice feed to the cutter. And missing the layup, however, was Alexis Petway. Lindy Carey with the ball. Cut off by Petway. O'Connell for 3, yes! Hillary O'Connell with a 3-point field goal.
Well, Mike, if you take a look at what's on the board right now, IPFW's got 12 of those 21 points in the paint compared to Centenary, who's only got 2.
Dominance right now by IPFW. They're up by a baker's dozen, 21-8, with just under 11 minutes to go and a half. Lindy Carey tried for the steal. Instead, she hit the hand of Meshi Durica. Lindy picks up her second foul. It's the 5th on IPFW, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Let's take a break. The 2002-2003 University Religious Forum continues on Thursday, January 16th, when the topic will be Opportunities and Challenges for Christian Teachers in Public Schools. A panel of local teachers will discuss the topic at noon in WAP Student Union Room G21. That's Opportunities and Challenges for Christian Teachers in Public Schools, Thursday, January 16th at IPFW. Admission to the event and parking in B lots are free. Well, Mike Jules, we get a look at the Centenary bench and second-year coach David Winkler. For over 9 minutes, it's been IPFW's basketball game.
Yeah, IPFW has really taken it to the Centenary team. I think most of it's basically been on their defense. They've been very aggressive on the defensive side, especially with the zone they've been playing, because Centenary is so large underneath. IPFW's got to do something and be aggressive to get the ball away from, go down and score points, and they're doing just that.
Well, the Mastodons are shooting 67% from the floor, 8 of 12, and that's great because they've had struggles recently trying to hit their shots. Centenary only 33% on 3 of 9 shooting, and nice seeing some balanced scoring. Ashley Elmore, Amy Gerald, 6 apiece, Maggie Bruning with 4 to lead the Mastodons.
Yeah, the thing that really stands out to me the most is that field goal percentage. IPFW has really struggled in the last couple of games on the field shooting. Being 8 of 12, that's a very impressive start for them, especially in the first 10 minutes here.
Centenary has the basketball. Try to get it inside. Taking the shot and missing it is Tamika McHenry. But she is fouled, and she will shoot 2. She's fouled by Maggie Bruning. It's Maggie's first. One bad thing for the Mastodons, Mike, they're racking up some team fouls. They now have 6.
Yeah, that really can hurt the Mastodons, especially down the line. I mean, we are not that very deep. We got 8 freshmen on the team. Even though those 8 freshmen have played a lot of college games here, it's still, you got to remember, they're still true freshmen on the floor.
McHenry makes 1 out of 2 at the line. Misses that second one, rebounded by freshman Jenny Green. Got some new players on the floor. Gerald's going to pop a 3 and hit. Music to the ears, sweetness to the eyes of IPFW fans when Amy Gerald starts hitting her shots.
Yeah, Gerald's already with 9 points.
The lead is 15, 24-9. Centenary baseline drive is no good. But Dorsey is fouled, and I believe Dorsey will shoot 2. Foul was on Varia Bibbs, who checked into the lineup. Sophomore from Cleveland picks up her first. Team 7th. Dorsey makes the first.
Yeah, Mike, we really don't want to get this team in double bonus, especially with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Put them at the charity stripe. I mean, right now they're already 3 for 4.
Second free throw, short. Rebounded by Amy Gerald of IPFW. Don's quickly on the run. Bruning. Gerald's fakes the 3, moves in 2 steps and in and out on the shot, no good. McHenry with the rebound for Centenary. Dorsey inside to McHenry, and whoa, ball knocked out of bounds. I thought there was a foul on Green, but they didn't call it. Break for IPFW. Lee Smythe tries to get it inside to McHenry, but Bibbs takes it away instead. Nicely, 10-footer, no good. Fight for the rebound, and she gets it herself. Nice feed to Bibbs from Gerald's. Maria Bibbs now on the scorebook with 2 points. 26-10 our score, just under 9.5 minutes to go and a half. Things are looking good for the blue and white. Smythe, long jumper is no good. Centenary very cold. They've missed 9 of their last 10 shots on the floor. Nicely just inside the arc, no good. Rebounded by Gabriella Troska. Dorsey misses the short jumper. Here comes IPFW. Nicely inside for Gerald's, inside to Bibbs. Misses the shot, and she forces herself, gets a foul on herself, I should say, going over the back.
A good aggressive move there by Bibbs, but unfortunately she did go over the back and got caught with a foul. Now we're going to go down the other way to shoot 1-on-1, it looks like.
Yep, in the rebounding, but that's the 8th team foul, and she was fighting for the rebound. So Tamika McHenry, who was 1 of 2 a moment ago from the line, she'll get another chance to hit the shots. Kelly Boyd's going to come in momentarily for IPFW. McHenry misses the free throw, and Maggie Bruning comes down with the basketball. Feeds it underneath to Jenny Green, and Jenny Green misses the short jumper. Bibbs gets the offensive putback, and she's fouled by Petway. Alexis Petway picks up her first.
Well, remember, Mike, Bibbs didn't get to see a lot of time in Lipscomb. I mean, she's been struggling from the field, basically struggling in the paint too. But it looks like coach is giving her some time in there, see what she can come up with.
Jenny Green's double team, but tries to dribble her way around it. Gets it to Boyd, who misses. Maggie Bruning with the offensive rebound. Point guard. Fakes a pass. Now dishes it off to Boyd. Kelly Boyd has a shot partially blocked. Here comes Dorsey. Pass ahead. Petway, and Petway is fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Fouls on Kelly Boyd. Her first, team 9th. Alexis Petway, leading scorer, averaging 14.5 points a game for the ladies of Centenary. Finally gets on the board with her first point. Makes it 26-11. Second one good as well. Under 8 minutes now to go here in the first half. 26-12 our score. IPFW on top. Gerald's travels with the basketball. Turnover IPFW. And we've got another media timeout. 7:51 left in the first half. 26-12 our score. Mastodons on top. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Going to college is something many people plan and save for, but in these days of tight budgets, that can be a scary proposition. And what about colleges and universities themselves? How do they face budget crunches? Is there anything the institutions or their alumni can do to get more funding? I'm Jeanette Liu, and I'll have the answers to these and other questions on this month's edition of IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. Mike Maz and IPFW Sports Information Director Mike Jewell, happy to be bringing you the action today. 7:51 left in the half as you get a look first at the visitors from Centenary College in Shreveport, Louisiana, and now at the IPFW stomp. And 26-12, Mike, we're not used to being up, number one, and being ahead by so many, in all honesty.
Yeah, it is rare. And top that off, I mean, we're shooting 10 of 20 right now, 50% from the field. When I get stats coming back to me, I don't get to see that number very often. So seeing that right now, I'm really excited watching these young ladies play.
Centenary a win on the basketball. IPFW still putting on full court pressure. Danielle was back in the lineup, has it. Demetria Dorsey playing the point. Move it around the horn. Carrie Melvin. Dorsey for 3, no good. Courtney nicely snags down the rebound. Shot is good. Let's see if they count it. Bucket is good. They're going to call the foul on Petway. Her second, and at the line for the first time today is freshman Ashley Elmore. And Mike, she's already got 8 points.
Yeah, she's looking very good, especially after last game with Lipscomb, where she actually did get in double digits. She's coming out and she's ready to play.
29-12 after the made free throw by Elmore. Petway drives baseline, shot up and in. They're going to count it. Foul on IPFW. Going to call the foul on Elmore. Her first, team 10th, and Petway goes for the three-point play. Misses it. Elmore with the rebound. I know one of the things the coaches were telling us before the game, Mike, Ashley played well, but she also stayed out of foul trouble. O'Connell with a long two.
Yeah, that's very rare, especially for a big post player, to actually stay out of foul trouble and keep in the game and contribute a lot of points as she has as a freshman. By the time she's a senior, she's going to be real tough underneath.
Petway, watched by Elmore, gets around Elmore, misses the short shot, gets her own rebound, misses that one, and ball is out of bounds off of Centenary last. Now we've got a momentary delay. So referee Tina Napier went to the scores table for something. 6:38 to go. IPFW with a 17-point lead in the basketball. O'Connell in the block to Elmore. Gerald's has it, almost taken it. They do have taken away a tie-up ball between Elmore and Petway. And on the possession, it'll remain in the hands of IPFW. Elmore takes it strong, misses the shot, and draws the foul. Foul is on Petway, and that's her third. And back at the line, Ashley Elmore, freshman out of, and I never get it right, Mike, it's Cicero, Indiana? Knocks down the first.
From the field, Mike, she's playing really good in the post.
One more free throw coming for Ashley Elmore. Lindy Carey replacing Amy Geralds in the Mastodon lineup. Elmore already in double figures with 10 points. Make it 11. She's 3 for 3 from the line. And it's 33-14. 19-point lead for IPFW. Turnover again as Lindsay Wade tossed it away for Centenary. Lindy Carey has her shot blocked by Carly Melvin. Back comes Centenary. Way throws it away again. Pass intended for Danielis. A lot of turnovers right now on IPFW. On Centenary rather, 12 of them. Carey forces a shot up wide of the mark. Rebound picked off by Melvin, and here come the ladies of Centenary. Way baseline jumper, no good. Jenny Green with the rebound. Maggie Bruning, nice feed inside to Carey. Shot is good, and Linda Carey draws the foul. Melvin picks up the foul, her first, team 9th. And Lindy Carey's at the line. Going to try to complete a conventional three-point play. .71% foul shooter is good on that one. Gerald's back in the lineup for IPFW, replacing Carey. 36-14 our score. As you get a look at a couple of the assistant coaches, Chris Paul and Alan Buck. And another turnover by Centenary. Amy Geralds fires a three and hits it. Everything going right for IPFW right now. 5 minutes to go and you're up 39-14.
Yeah, Mike, if you look at the total points right now, Geralds also has reached over the 10-point mark. She's at 12, shooting 3 of 5, and I mean, she's 2 of 3 from three-point line.
Danielis misses a three. Geralds with the rebound. Mastodons on the run. Dudley drives baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Katie Nickel of Centenary. Dorsey fires the... Oh, nice rebound by Nickel. Shot no good. Nickel rebounded to Melvin, miss. Maggie Bruning picks up her second foul. Katie Nickel makes the first. That's her first point of the afternoon. Second in and out. Elmore rebounds it. Maggie Bruning kicks it out to O'Connor, who fires a three and misses. Nickel with the rebound. Here comes Centenary. Shot up and missed by Melvin. Ball goes out of bounds.
Checking in the game for IPFW
basketball. Jessica Ramey, freshman from West Noble, coming in, replacing Maggie Bruning. And she'll bring the ball up for the Mastodons. Geralds kicks it back out. Elmore at the high post. Ramey for three. No good. Rebounded by Melvin for the ladies of Centenary. Dorsey kicks it out. Three-point shot is good by Louise Smythe. Her first points of the afternoon.
Say, Mike, it's been a while since Centenary's got a shot. They're only shooting 5 of 21 from the field, so they're really struggling out there looking to try to get that ball in that little bucket.
Elmore underneath, and she's hammered and makes the shot anyway. Foul was on Melvin. Her second. And Elmore back at the line for another free throw. Don't look now, but she's got 13 points.
And to top that off, Mike, she's actually perfect from the field and the free throw line.
Keeps it going. Makes the three-point play. 14 points individually, and we got a timeout on the floor. Learn more about Mastodon sports in season by tuning into Mastodon Spotlight each Wednesday and Friday evening here on College 56. The hour starts off with yours truly, Mike Miles, reviewing the week's sports activities. We look at game footage, and then we talk with players and coaches. That's Mastodon Spotlight, Wednesday and Friday evenings at 9 p.m. right here on College 56. Well, Mike Jewell, this is a luxury this afternoon so far. The first almost 17 minutes of play. IPFW 42, Centenary 18, and like you say, Ashley Elmore, a great game, perfect from the floor, perfect from the line, but everybody has contributed one way or another.
Yeah, remember when I told you at the beginning, it was key for us to keep down our turnovers, and that has been the case. Only 4 turnovers this half thus far. In the past, a lot of the times, we've actually had more than 10 to 15 turnovers in a first half, so this is very nice.
Sure is. Mastodons hitting 50% from the floor, 15 of 30, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 9 of 11 at the foul line. Maggie Bruning may have to run laps or something. She's missed the 2 free throws. And they've out-rebounded Centenary 20 to 16. Assists 7 to 1. Points in the paint, as you're pointing to, Mike, 20-4 in favor of IPFW.
Yeah, and most of those have come just from Elmore alone.
Dorsey with the basketball for Centenary. Looking underneath, instead skips it way out to Danielis. Shot missed. And that was by Whitney Rushing, who's in the lineup now. Amy Geralds gives it to Ramey. Nice feed to O'Connell. Shot missed, however. Danielis comes up with the loose ball. Near the 2.5-minute mark. Mastodons up by 24. Danielis from long distance, no good. Putback, no good. But another offensive rebound. 3-point shot by Smythe is no good. Ladies didn't score, but at least they had 3 cracks at it, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, they're very aggressive on the boards, actually getting second chance shots there, but they're just not converting. I mean, only 2 of 10 from the 3-point line. They just keep firing it back out and seeing if it goes in. You live and die by them.
Amy Gerald's looking for a cutter. Gets it to Dudley in the block. 3-point shot on the give and go is short. Rebound picked off by Dorsey. Brabson from long range is off the mark. Gerald's fights for the rebound along with Smythe, and Louise Smythe picks up a foul. With 1:43 left and Centenary over the 10 limit mark in fouls, Amy Geralds will walk to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, if you look at it, Mike Gerald's already 4 for 4 from the line with 12 points. Let's hope she can keep this streak going. I mean, like you said, the only one that's missed 2 is Maggie Bruning, but she'll step up her game here and we'll be in good shape.
First free throw by the junior from Beech Grove is good. Kelly Boyd back in the Mastodon lineup. You got Ramey, O'Connell, Geralds, Dudley, and Boyd on the floor for IPFW. Second free throw by Amy Geralds is good. Now she'll have a seat on the bench, replaced by Lindy Carey. Amy Geralds, 14 points in the first half, first season average. Danielis, top of the key. And we got a whistle and another violation. Traveling called on Venetia Brabson. And the Centenary ladies, Mike, just can't get anything to go their way right now.
No, they're just struggling right now. They got a lot of chances. I mean, they outsize us in the post quite a bit, but they just haven't been able to get that ball in the hole. They've been doing what we've been doing probably the last couple times. So you got that square ball trying to put it in that round hole and just not going in.
Ramey off the mark on a 3, rebounded by Rushing for Centenary. Demetria Dorsey, point guard, takes it all the way. Fires the shot and misses, but she draws the foul. And she'll shoot 2. As Lindy Carey picks up her 3rd foul here in the first half. So Demetria Dorsey's got 4 points so far this afternoon, including 2 of 3 at the foul line. Makes the first one. Lindsay Way back in the lineup, replacing Brabson for Centenary. One more free throw coming for Demetria Dorsey. She's done well at the line today so far. 4 out of 5. 44-20. We're in the final minute of the first half. O'Connell with an offensive putback. Hillary O'Connell with 7 points here in the first half, and it's 46-20. Dorsey drives the lane, kicks it out to Smythe for 3. No good. O'Connell picks up the rebound. 30 seconds left in the half. Dudley, shot up, no good. Carey with the offensive rebound. Lindy is fouled going back up.
remember, Mike, it's going to be key for Carey to stay in this game. I mean, she's got 3 fouls right now, 25 seconds. Even though you're shooting your free throws here, you don't want to go back and pick up another quick foul. You want to be very cautious going into that halftime.
Lindy Carey makes the first of 2. She now has 4 points. Brabson back in the lineup for Centenary. One more free throw coming for the Leo graduate, Lindy Carey. Perfect. 48-20. Down to 20 seconds left in the first half. Danielle is having to play the point now with Dorsey on the bench with 3 fouls. Danielle is for 3. In and out, no. Fight for the rebound underneath. They're going to call a jump ball. On a possession, it will be Centenary. 6 and 1/10 seconds left. 3-point shot. Off the rim and in by Brabson. And that'll do it for the first 20 minutes of play. IPFW heads to the locker room with a 25-point lead, 48-23. Quick thoughts, Mike Jewell.
Definitely the best thing that I'm seeing so far is IPFW is controlling their own turnovers. They're actually making their own plays, going into the paint a lot. I mean, 22 points in the paint to Centenary's 4. They're very aggressive on the board. If they keep playing that little matchup zone underneath, Centenary's going to have a hard time in the second half.
Well, we'll see what happens shortly, but again, it's halftime here at the Gates Center, 48-23, Mastodons on top. Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne presents Spotlight on IPFW, an up-close look at some of the hidden treasures on our campus. Our spotlight today is shining brightly on the IPFW Archaeological Survey, directed by Professor Bob McCullough.
700 to 800 years ago, this is what an indigenous farming community near the White River in Hamilton County, Indiana, may have looked like. In the summer of 2001, that same general area looked like this. However, a closer look would have shown you these sites, the remnants of an old military plane or two, rusted cars, and the twisted metal of old farm machinery amongst the vegetation. IPFW's Archaeological Survey has been excavating that area, known as the Strawtown Enclosure, trying to solve the puzzle of just who lived there.
You have intersection of trails. Indiana's the crossroads of America, can be pushed back way into prehistory. You have the trail from the Ohio River up to Fort Wayne runs through the area. You have the trail from the Cincinnati area from the Ohio River up to the Kankakee Marsh and up to Wisconsin, crisscrosses the area. And you also have one that runs east-west. You have evidence that groups from as far away as it looks like western Wisconsin and Iowa inhabited the Strawtown site. There's certainly, without question, a group that around Cincinnati, Dayton area, middle Ohio River Valley, associated with those people inhabited the Strawtown enclosure.
With the help of grants from the U.S. Department of the Interior National Park Service Historic Preservation Fund, administered by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, Division of Historic Preservation and Archaeology, the survey team, the Hamilton County Parks Department, and other groups and volunteers have been excavating the remains of a village dating back to the late 13th or early 14th centuries.
What we find basically it's circular shape. The circular village goes about a little less than a football field in diameter, okay? It had a central plaza that was kept fairly clean, of artifacts to be a community area that they maintained. There appears to be a habitation area encircling that plaza, and that's where we believe the houses will be located.
McCullough and the others haven't yet determined the design of the houses, but they have discovered some post holes and believe the structures were rectangular with gabled roofs. The remnants of storage and trash pits have been unearthed, as has evidence pointing to a wooden post stockade that encircled the village. McCullough says outside the stockade there was a dry moat, or a wide ditch about 6 or 7 feet deep.
Archaeologists always find the hard parts. So we don't have, they probably had an elaborate wood technology, feathers and weaving. We don't have evidence of that. What we get is their ceramics, their pottery, which actually gives us a lot of information because they would draw designs. We can trace these designs to various archaeological groups. Stone tools, arrowheads. Certain sites with good bone preservation, we have their bone tools, evidences of types of animals they would consume and use for materials. And we get evidence of diet through botanical remains. That's how we know they're maize farmers. We have charred corn. Later on we have beans. Pieces of squash. We know what kind of wild and medicinal plants they were collecting. It becomes charred. We have evidence for that.
One of the questions the survey is trying to answer is, where did the people who lived at Strawtown go? Were they forced out, or did they move on and others take their place?
And it persists in Indiana for close to 200 years. But what happens is the northern areas become to be, they're abandoned, and there's a population shift to the southern portion of the range, down south of Indianapolis. And after 1425, we don't have a record of them occupying this area. It's sort of a mystery we haven't been able to answer yet.
McCullough and the rest of the survey want to find the answer to that and other mysteries. They believe the answers lie in their excavations at Strawtown. But as with anything else these days, it all depends on money.
Our funding basically goes year to year, and we've been there for 2 years based on grants given to us by the Department of Natural Resources, and we have written some grants to return. We hope for it to be a long-term project. There's plans to develop a museum interpretive center, to do a reconstructed Native American village for a living history project. So we hope for it to be a research and educational training park. And right now we're going year by year, so that's the long-range goals.
And so IPFW's Archaeological Survey waits for word on new grants, hoping they can keep digging into Indiana's past.
Frank Palladino has been a professor of biology at IPFW since 1982. He studies the endangered leatherback sea turtle and allows the opportunity for his students to travel with him.
We have a number of undergraduates as well as master's level graduate students who've come with me over the last 10 years to Costa Rica. It's an opportunity that isn't generally available at most institutions.
He makes sure his students in the classroom realize and never forget the enjoyable nature of science.
Science is not only fascinating, it's fun. I think we lose track of that when we're in school, that science is fun, we learn a lot, and can do a lot.
Palladino has a full awareness of the importance of the fieldwork that his students experience with him and how it contributes to their education.
It's an invaluable experience, one which they can then use whatever job they go on to do. And professionally, it really completes their education as a biologist.
This has been an IPFW Faculty Minute. The right school, right here, right now.
I really wanted to go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all of that possible.
IPFW? It's the best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
David Young has been a professor of psychology at IPFW for over 2 decades. His clinics offer undergraduate students an opportunity they would never see at most large universities.
For some students, the actual one-on-one counseling experience is just what they need. And they're made for it. It's like a hand in glove.
His students can find their forte of study early in their academic career and gain field knowledge that is invaluable to psychology.
There is no substitute for real first-hand experience.
While Young's first interest was in psychology, he quickly found that teaching offered him a reward that no other profession could.
Every student is so special and so unique. They interest me. And it's the same with my patients. They're all so special and so unique that I find every time a new person walks in my door, absolute fascination.
This has been an IPFW Faculty Minute. The right school, right here, right now.
You may have noticed IPFW's basketball games are a lot more fun this year, thanks to our very own pep band. Hi, I'm Krista Markham.
I'm Matt Ehrman.
And I'm Barry Sturgill, Stop Band Director. The Stop Band is looking for more members, and we want you to join.
This is a great chance to be a part of a new tradition at IPFW and meet lots of great people too.
So dust off those trumpets, pull the flutes out of the attic, and join us at the next game.
Call 260-481-6166 for more information on how you can share your school spirit and IPFW pride.
Going to college is something many people plan and save for, but in these days of tight budgets, that can be a scary proposition. And what about colleges and universities themselves? How do they face budget crunches? Is there anything the institutions or their alumni can do to get more funding? I'm Jeanette Liu, and I'll have the answers to these and other questions on this month's edition of IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56. Position.
The Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW. Mike Maz and Sports Information Director Mike Jewell with you. And Mike, the first half was a glorious sight for IPFW fans, something we haven't seen in a while. It's the Mastodons hitting on all cylinders, and they enjoy a 25-point lead, 48-23 here at the break.
Yeah, a bit of a change. I mean, in the past, I always see we're down by 20 or we're down by 15. It's actually nice to see that we're up quite a bit and we're playing good. I mean, just not offensively, but defensively, we're forcing the Centenary to 14 turnovers. I mean, that's very impressive.
Well, Centenary had one lead in this contest early on at 3-2 on a three-point shot by Venetia Brabson, but Amy Geralds came back and hit 2 free throws, and IPFW has not trailed since. And if we look at some of these numbers here in the first half, a lot of contributors to the IPFW calls here this afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of contributors that you normally don't see. I mean, Ashley Elmore has been on and off throughout the season, but right now she's got 14 points. Remember, Murray State the other night, she had 18. So that is her career high, so maybe tonight she'll actually bump it up into the 20s. Amy Gerald is finally back where she was before. 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from the field. She's got 14 points. Those two double digits is key. And also, you got to remember, you don't look at some of the other players, but Maggie Bruni, she is controlling the offense, making crisp passes, and getting these guys the assists she really needs to keep the Mastodons on time.
Yep, the team numbers, IPFW, 16 of 36 from the floor for 44%, 3 of 9 from three-point range for 33%, 13 of 15 at the foul line for 87%. The only 2 misses are by Maggie Bruning. We kidded her. We have to make a run somewhere if this keeps up. You said they're leading scoring. Elmore and Gerald's 14 apiece. 7 points, Hillary O'Connell, the Warsaw graduate. 5 points from Lindy Carey, the Leo graduate. 4 points from Maggie Bruning. 2 2 points apiece from Tiara Dudley and Varia Bibbs. And though the others have played, some of them haven't scored, they've all contributed one way or the other. For Centenary, and we know how Centenary feels because we've had some, we're trying to break a 9-game losing streak ourselves. Centenary only 6 of 29 from the floor, rounded off, that's 21%. 3 of 14 from three-point range for 21%. They are 8 of 13 at the foul line for 62%. But you stop and look, and their leading scorers, Venetia Brabson with 8 points, 6 points from Demetria Dorsey, their point guard. Their leading scorer, Alexis Petway, only 4 points, and they came late in the first half. Julie Danielis also averaging 14 points a game, scoreless in the first half. That's a big plus for IPFW.
Well, I think the key to actually holding them down below what their scoring average is so far is the way we play defense. They've got a lot of second opportunity shots out there, but we have boxed out, we've got the rebound, we've pushed it up the floor, and we're just making them actually take bad shots occasionally. And obviously what bad shots can do, or even open shots where you just can't hit, and get you a 6 of 29 from the field.
Real quickly, some other numbers in the first half. Turnovers, 14 for Centenary, 4 for IPFW. It's what you said, a big play for this game so far as we get a look at head coach Bruce Patterson. 3 blocks by Centenary. Steals, 7-2 IPFW. Points in the paint, you've covered this a couple of times, Mike. 22-4 in favor of IPFW, especially Ashley Elmore inside.
Yeah, I think Elmore has definitely been the presence inside. Coming into this game, I was really concerned how Centenary's big players were actually going to do against us. We're not very tall, we're not very physical, and we are very young. So you always wonder what's going to happen when they bring tall trees in the middle. Can we pull some out, or are we actually out of luck?
Well, we're almost ready to start the second half. Starting 5 for IPFW. That's Nicely, Bruning, Elmore, Dudley, and Geralds. And it looks like the starting 5 for Centenary. Well, not quite. Smythe is in the lineup, along with Nickel, Danielis, Dorsey, and Petway. Mastodons moving from right to left on your screen in the white. Geralds off the glass and in. Amy Geralds gets her 16th point, and it's 50-23.
Mike, on that play, Geralds didn't even look like she was going to pass. She knew exactly where she was going. She was going straight to the hole and got the points.
Dorsey tried to feed it inside, picked off by Nicely. Nicely fakes the 3, goes inside, 8-footer, gets the lucky bounce.
Well, right now the Mastodons are on a 4-0 run. Apparently Coach Bruce Patterson must have said something more in the locker room. Keep pushing it, keep going. Let's see how high we can get the score.
Well, 52-23. Petway has the ball knocked away by Elmore. Pass intended for Petway, rather. So Centenary College, the newest member of the Mid-Continent Conference. They'll officially start league play next year. They will inbound it. Smythe. Danielis. Can't get it inside, so Smythe will fire a 3 and hit. Louise Smythe now has 6 points, a pair of 3-point field goals. And it's 52-26. Nicely looking for somebody. Elmore, spin move, has it knocked away. Nice move by Dorsey. Took it away from Ashley Elmore. Danielis for the open 3. No good. Bruning with the rebound. Pass to Dudley underneath. T looking for somebody. Has it knocked out of bounds by Petway. I'll say this for Centenary in that last possession, Mike. They didn't get the bucket, but at least they ran an offense and they got an open shot.
Yeah, IPFW is definitely looking for that good shot. And when they get a chance, they've been taking it. And it looks like Centenary's defense is sometimes a little off shaken because they're running a sort of a 2-3 zone man-to-man. They just keep rotating back and forth. I think they're a little lost.
Nicely's jumper in and out, rebounded by Petway. Ladies of Centenary on the run. Smythe misses the jumper. Courtney Nicely wants to run. Gerald's baseline drive misses the shot. Ball went out of bounds, last touch by Katie Nickel. And we got a timeout, 30-second timeout called by IPFW. Let's take a break. 17:39 left, 52-26 our score. Mastodons on top. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all of that possible.
IPFW? It's the best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
Back here at the Gates Sports Center, you get a good look at the Centenary ladies bench. 52-26 our score. Mastodons comfortably on top. But Mike, you're a former player both at Snyder High School and Defiance College. You've been in this situation both ways where you've been up a lot, down a lot. You're up a lot. I know Coach Bruce Patterson wants to see the intensity remain.
Yeah, even though you're up a lot, you still want to keep going because you want to find out what you're missing, what you've been missing for other games, or what you're going to need for upcoming games. And this is a good test for IPFW because we can actually sit there, run some plays that we haven't run in the past, and see how they work.
Gerald's inbounds the ball to Nicely. Courtney stops, pops, and misses. Dorsey with the rebound for Centenary. Courtney Nicely had a good look, it just didn't go down. And Yellis misses a three. But Centenary gets the offensive rebound to Rietzma in the lineup now. Dorsey hits a three.
Well, Mike, remember I told you they were going to live and die by the threes. Right now they're only 5 of 19 from three-point land. Most of their shots, I mean, they've only taken 34 shots, have been from way down here.
Elmore went left, had to go right, missed the shot. And Centenary coming back, another three-point shot by Dorsey. This one's no good. Bruning is bumped out of bounds. It'll be IPFW, or is it going to be Centenary ball? I guess we're going to say it's going to be Centenary ball. Faria Bibbs in the lineup replacing Ashley Elmore. And Louise Smythe will inbound it for Centenary. Smythe on the return pass. Gets the three-pointer. She's got 9 points, Mike, all on trays.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, she's not wasting no time. She sees what she wants and she's taking it.
Amy Gerald's inside to Bibbs. The sophomore from Cleveland knocks it down. 4 points now for Maria Bibbs. 54-32, just under 16 and a half minutes to go. Danielis warming up. That's her first points of the afternoon, and she's the second leading scorer on the team, averaging 14 points a game.
Looks like Bibbs got that one.
Yep. Faria Bibbs come right back.
IPFW is wasting no time. They're actually rushing the ball down the court and seeing if they can catch Centenary off guard.
Well, it's always been the work of art of Bruce Patterson coach teams to run and gun when possible. Move that ball quickly. Petway off the glass and in. Alexis Petway now with 6 points. Gerald's comes back on the other end. It's becoming a track meet, Mike.
Yeah, it's almost like watching the old games back when UNLV used to play. And I'm not used to seeing an up and down game like this. Most of the time you see a half court or you just see a couple runs here and there. But both teams are trying to push it and see if they can get an easy bucket.
Danielis way up top. 12 on the shot clock. Work it around. Julie Danielis making up for lost time. She's now got 4. IPFW misses a shot on the other end. Maybe a little out of control there. Back comes Centenary. Smythe for 3. No good. And we got a foul going to be called on Daniellis over the back of Courtney Nicely. Her first, team first, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 14:54 left. IPFW leads 58-38. You can do more than just sit on the sidelines. You can participate in the excitement of Mastodon athletics by joining the Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons is IPFW's official athletic booster organization. Members enjoy priority seating at IPFW sports events, visits by the coaches, and food and refreshments in the hospitality room. For more information about the Royal Dons, call 260-481-6643. Or you can write to Royal Dons Club, 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805. Or you can go to the IPFW Athletics website at www.ipfw.edu/athletics. 14:54 left here in the second half, and to Centenary's credit, Mike Jewell, they're not giving up even though they're down 20 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they definitely are playing hard. They're still going after IPFW. They're wasting no time taking shots up and down the court, that's for sure. So they're definitely not shy to shoot the ball. And if a couple of them drop here and there, they could cut this lead and make it very interesting. Hopefully the Dons defense will start picking up and they'll actually hold them off.
Well, it'll be Mastodon basketball. Nicely inbounds it to Bruning. And Maggie Bruning brings it up. Nicely, 16-footer is off the mark, but Bibbs with the offensive rebound. And Faria Bibbs misses it, gets it again, puts it up again, misses it, and now Centenary gets the ball. And they're going to call Bibbs with the reach-over foul. It's 3 on Faria Bibbs. Dorsey goes right around Amy Geralds. Baseline drive. They're going to call offensive foul on Alexis Petway, and that is her 4th.
Ooh, Mike, that's a huge one right there, especially Petway being one of the leading scorers. Got her already in foul trouble. You still got 14 minutes left in the game.
Second team foul, 4th personal foul there on Petway. Nicely to Bruning, and Maggie fires a 3 and misses. Daniellis with the rebound for Centenary, and she loses it. Amy Geralds off the glass and in.
Yeah, Mike.
Amy Geralds now with 20 points. Smythe for 3. Louise Smythe has 4 3-point field goals, 3 of them here in the second half. Makes it 60-41. Bibbs in the post, driving and drawing the foul on McHenry. For Tamika McHenry, that's her first. Team 3rd. And Faria Bibbs, 6-foot sophomore from just outside Cleveland, Ohio, makes her first appearance at the foul line this afternoon. Makes the first.
Yeah, right now Mike Bibbs has already got 7 points. This is a little bit different showing for her. The last couple games she's been struggling from the field. Actually hasn't got a lot of playing time either.
Carly Melvin in the lineup for Centenary. Hillary O'Connell in the lineup for IPFW. Second free throw is good by Faria Bibbs. And now Dudley will sit down. And Jenny Green, the freshman from Lansing Catholic High School in Lansing, Michigan, comes in. And she steals the ball on the inbounds pass. Bruning to Bibbs in the paint. Missed it 1, makes the second. Faria Bibbs with the bucket. Centenary is calling a 30-second timeout. Quick break. IPFW basketball. You're watching it on College 56 Sports. Back here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. Everything going good for the blue and white as they lead by 23 points, 64-41. Centenary tries to inbound it. Jenny Green knocks the inbounds pass out. I think Carly Melvin's getting a little frustrated. Momentary delay. And we're going to try it again. And Centenary throws it away. Picked up by O'Connell. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it is IPFW's. Thought it went off of Bibbs' hands, but evidently not. Pass knocked out of bounds, intended for Maggie Bruning.
What is that, like 5 in a row there, Mike?
Looks like it.
Jeez.
Now they get it into Bibbs. Green, off the glass and in. Jenny Green now in the book with 2 points. And it looks like IPFW, Bruce Patterson wants to get the knockout punch right now. So they're up 66-41 as we near the 13-minute mark. Dorsey gets it back. Long 3-point shot. It's no good by Melvin. Rebounded by Varia Bibbs. Amy Geralds cross court to O'Connell. Bibbs inside, shot no good, but Faria's fouled and she'll shoot 2. McHenry picks up her second foul. That time, Mike, patience on the IPFW offensive end.
I think that's been key, especially for Bibbs. I mean, she's really had a struggling time the last game. Now she's going out, she's playing her game. And when she plays her game, it's hard to stop her, and we've seen that right now in the post. She gets the ball, turns around, takes it to the hole strong, gets the buckets.
She makes both free throws. She's now got 12 points. And the lead is now 27 at 68-41, and Bruning gets a steal. O'Connell from 16 feet misses, but Jenny Green with the offensive rebound. Muscles her way in, has it shot knocked away. And now there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Maggie Bruning. And that's her third. Team second here in the second half.
Yeah, IPFW's really got to watch out right now. We got 3 players with 3 fouls. I mean, Bibbs, Carey, and Bruning, all key players that we need to keep in this game. There's still 12 minutes left on the clock.
Plenty of time. You never know in college basketball. Demetria Dorsey gets it on the right side to Melvin. Back to Dorsey. Shot is partially blocked by Amy Geralds. Outlet pass to Hillary O'Connell. O'Connell to Geralds. Baseline gives it to Bibbs. Misses the bunny. Rebounded by Melvin. Danielis with a jumper. And we got a whistle and a foul, and Julie Danielis is going to shoot 2. Fouls on O'Connell, Hillary's second. So Julie Danielis, 5'6" junior out of Barstow, California, makes the first. She's now got 5 points all here in the second half. Lindy Carey in replacing Amy Geralds for IPFW. Second free throw also good. Makes our score 68-43, and we've got immediate timeout with 11:41 to go. Tune in Sunday evening, January the 12th, to see the 1933 classic film, The Private Life of Henry VIII, directed by Alexander Korda, and starring Charles Lawton, who received an Oscar for his performance, Benny Barnes, Merle Oberon, Elsa Lancaster, Wendy Berry, and Everly Gregg as the ill-fated wives. Tune in Sunday evening, January the 12th at 10 p.m. as the infamous and pompous monarch of merry old England fumbles his way through his reign, leaving a trail of wives behind him. That's The Private Life of Henry VIII right here on College 56. 11:41 left in the second half, Mike Jewell. And do you think maybe IPFW's team was a touch complacent right now?
Complacent? I'm not sure if they're complacent. I think they're wondering, probably in the huddle, are they being over-aggressive? Because they've got 3 players with 3 fouls. But, I mean, you look on the other side, they do got a pretty big lead. Now's the time to actually put it to Centenary. Close the door on them right now in the next 5 minutes. Finish the game off. And then come out with a good win, especially since we've lost the last 9 in a row.
Yep. Mastodons trying to break a 9-game losing streak. O'Connell inbounds it to Bruning. Mastodons in their home white. Only the 3rd time this year they've had a home game. Now we got a whistle underneath. Foul is on IPFW. Jenny Green picks up her first foul. Team's 4th here in the second half. Long baseball pass to Petway. It's one way to break the press, but she misses the shot. Ball out of bounds. It'll belong to Centenary. Now we got a reach-in foul on Jenny Green. It's her 2nd. Picked it up in a hurry. 4 seconds apart. Smythe inbounding it. Ball knocked away, picked up by O'Connell. Another turnover for Centenary. It's number 20 rather. Ball out of bounds. Intended for Bibbs. Turnover number 6 for IPFW.
Now, right now, Mike, I think they're just getting a little over-aggressive. Turning over the ball just a little bit too much. Need to slow it up, run their game. They're in control of this. Keep control of it. Don't let Centenary back in it.
Way with the basketball. McHenry on the wing. Inside. Petway off the glass and in. Alexis Petway now with 8 points. And it's 68-45 with 10:45 to go. Bruning, watched by Way, drives it in, misses the short shot. Petway gets the rebound. Outlet pass nearly stolen by Carey. This pass is stolen by Varia Bibbs. And Bruning throws it away, intended for Carey, just a little bit too far for her. Substitutions, Ashley Elmore in for IPFW, Venetia Brabson in for Centenary. And Gabriella Troshka also in the lineup for Centenary. Petway is fouled. She'll shoot 2. Jenny Green picks up her 3rd foul.
Well, Mike, that's twice that Centenary's went to the well and actually tried to throw the ball full length and take IPFW out of that press. Something's got to be done in that backcourt right there just to slow them up a little bit. Don't let them take a loose one and go for the 2 points.
Petway knocks down the first. She's now 3 of 4 at the line. One more coming. In and out. Elmore with the rebound for IPFW. Ashley Elmore with a long jumper. Unusual. Ashley Elmore taking that long. You're not used to seeing a 6'2" forward taking a 17, 18 footer.
No, you're definitely not, but she's got a nice smooth shot right there. That's twice I've seen her do that so far, but both ends of the court.
Troshka misses the jump shot. Jenny Green with the rebound. O'Connell, watched by Danielis. Lindy Carey, a lot of young people on the court right now for the Dons. Jenny Green inside for Elmore. In fact, 4 freshmen and a junior. Ashley Elmore, nice move off the glass and in.
Well, Mike, right there, she's got her career high. She's tied it. The last time she had it was Murray State. Let's see what she can do.
Alexis Petway comes right back for Centenary. She scored their last 5 points. 72-48 as we near the 9-minute mark. Now a steal. Danielis, 2-on-1, away, back to Danielis. Nice way to run the fast break.
Yeah, IPFW has really got to get back during that transition. There's no excuse for actually letting them, Centenary, go down and score on fast breaks like that.
72-50, 8:44 to go. Nearly a steal by Petway. Carey, watched by Brabson. Jenny Green. Ball bounces away, going to be picked up by Troshka. Good hustle by Troshka. Centenary has possession. Danielis. Brabson. Troshka, 19-footer. Gabriella Troshka on the book now, and don't look now, but the lead's down to 20.
Yeah, I don't know if you were watching there, Mike, but Petway, she was really wanting that ball in the post. Seems like it's coming down to crunch time. She wants the ball.
Bruning dishes out to O'Connell. Hillary for three, in and out, no. Rebound controlled by Centenary. The ladies are on the run. Way, 17-footer, no good. Carey had the rebound. It goes off her hands, out of bounds. And it'll be Centenary basketball when we resume play. Media timeout called, 7:41 left, score. IPFW 72, Centenary 52. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Greetings from your alumni office. Have you been out with the old gang lately?
Have you come back to visit campus or had the chance to mentor a student?
Are you receiving your alumni magazine?
There's so much your alumni office can do for you. We'll help you keep in touch with your friends.
We'll personally show you around campus to see what's new.
We'll send you news and stories about your alma mater.
And we'll be happy to show you how you can make a difference in the life of a current student.
All you need to do is just let us know.
Come on, get involved.
Back at the Hilliard Sports Center, 7:41 to go. The IPFW lead as many as 28 that I can remember, Mike Jewell, now down to 20. Centenary still giving it all they got.
Yeah, Centenary's definitely not going to go out with a fight. But if you notice during this timeout, Bruce looks like he subbed a few in here. Starting to mix it up a little, get his starters back out there, and make sure Centenary doesn't get that comeback with 7 minutes to go.
Well, it looks like a whole new five, almost. You've got Geralds, Nicely, Jessica Ramey, Tiara Dudley, and Ashley Elmore on the floor. In fact, everybody on the roster has played for IPFW today with 2 exceptions. Michelle Mano, the freshman out of Detroit, and Geneva Murdoch, the freshman out of Fort Wayne Northside, who has an injury.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know how long Geneva's going to be out, but looks like we've been told it's possible a knee injury. That is hard for the program because she is a dominant power in the post.
Turnover Centenary. Geralds to Elmore, 10-footer in. Ashley Elmore now, I think, with a career high.
Yeah, Mike, she's the second person with 20 points right now. Geralds has got 20 and Elmore's got 20.
The lead back up to 22, 7:12 to go, 74-52. Dorsey, cross court, Danielis for three. Yes, Julie Danielis did not score in the first half. She got 11 points here in the second half. And the lead is under 20, under 7 minutes to go. Geralds keeps control of the dribble even though she fell down. Now we got a reach-in foul going to be called on Gabriella Troshka. Her first, team 5th. Centenary calls a 30-second timeout. Tune in Saturday evening, January the 18th at 8 p.m. for the Contemporary Author Series here on College 56. Associate faculty members Elizabeth Smith-Meyer and Valerie Sayers read from their original work. That's 8 p.m. Saturday evening, January the 18th for Contemporary Authors right here on College 56. 6:48 to go. To get a look at our officials trio today, Tina Napier, Laura Morris, and Kelly Dennis. Now you look at the Centenary bench, and I got to give credit to Centenary. They come in here 3-10, not used to the cold and the snow, I'm sure, being down in Shreveport. Well, they get a little bit of snow in Shreveport every once in a while. But they're hanging in there, and they're only down 74-55.
Yeah, you can tell they really want to get this win. I mean, they've been struggling like us throughout this season, too.
Well, foul was called on Alexis Petway, and unfortunately for Alexis, that's her 5th. And she fouls out. Leading scorer on the year. Fouls out with 11 points today. 4 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the foul line. 11 points, 5 rebounds, but she fouls out with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go.
Mike, I think that's going to be a key loss, especially because this second half, she's really poured it on. She's really been the key to sparking them and getting them back in to under a 20-point lead.
Tamika McHenry comes in to replace Alexis Petway, a 6'1 junior from Rialto, California. And she came into the game averaging 14.5 points a game. Gerald's inbounds it to Ramey. 3-point shot way short. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to Centenary. Not exactly the best shot selection, perhaps, but see what happens. Dorsey up top. 3-point shot. Brabson. Phoenicia Brabson has her first points of the second half. She now has 11 points. 74-58. 6:05 to go. Elmore loses the ball. Brabson. Danielis. Danielis before the shot fouled by Nicely. Courtney Nicely has her 3rd foul, and fouls are starting to add up on IPFW as well, Mike.
Yeah, IPFW has now got, 5 people now with 3 fouls. Only 5:55 left in the game. You don't want to get too many more because then you got to start going to your bench, and who knows what kind of comeback this Centenary team can make.
Danielis at the line because it's the 7th team foul, 1-1, and she makes the first. Gets the bonus. Makes that one as well. The lead is down to 14 at 74-60. It's the closest Centenary's been in a long, long time. Dudley. Bruning for 3. In and out, no good. But Dudley with the rebound. Puts it up, knocks it down, and she's fouled. Fouls on McHenry, her 3rd. Team 7th, and it was a big offensive putback by Tiara Dudley.
Yeah, I mean, that's only Dudley's, 2nd bucket of the game. She's only taken 5 shots today. Typically, she takes a little bit more, but they've just been going to other places.
Senior from Cincinnati makes it the conventional way, 3-point play. She now has 5 points. 77-60. Dorsey has it taken away. Bibbs, Bruning, and the Dons are on the run. Dudley in the block, forces it up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Nicely comes up, no good. McHenry pulls it away from Courtney. Here come the ladies of Centenary. Brabson loses it to Bruning. 4-on-2. Maggie Bruning takes it all the way. Makes it, and she's fouled. Danielis is called for the foul. That's Julie's 3rd. And Maggie Bruning, junior transfer from the University of St. Francis,
Yeah,
makes a free throw.
I know we've been giving her a hard time all day. Remember, she's only 1 for 3 from the free throw line, but she has been a big asset to this team so far. She's got 5 assists. Her court vision has been unbelievable today.
Lead back up to 20 at 80-60 with 4:48 to go. Danielis off the glass and in. They're going to count it. Yes, and a blocking foul on IPFW. Dudley picks up the foul. That's the first on Tiara today. Katie Nichol back in the lineup replacing McHenry. And Julie Danielis makes the free throw. 3-point play of her own. And now Bruce Patterson calls 30-second timeout. 4:43 to go. Let's take a quick break. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports. Back at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW, you get a good look at the IPFW stomp band, and they need to do some more stomping. IPFW, though seemingly in total control, only lead by 17, 80-63. Bruning watched closely by Dorsey, who tries to get a shot up, and she draws a foul. Demetria Dorsey picks up her 4th foul, team 9th. Maggie Bruning will go to the line shooting 2 more. Makes the first. Katie Nichol back in the lineup replacing Meshi Doritza for Centenary. 1 more free throw coming for Maggie Bruning. Makes it. I don't want to jinx the Dons, Mike, but they're 21 of 23 at the line, which is fantastic today.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, 91% from the free throw line. And you look at the other side, Centenary, they're only 14 of 20, so they're not shooting that bad from the line.
Brabson forces a shot up. She's going to be going to the line because we're going to call Amy Geralds for a foul. That's her first one this afternoon. Comes with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. And Venetia Brabson at the line for 2. Makes the first one.
It looks like Bradson's going to have to help carry this team right now. She's got, what, 13 points?
Make it 14 as she makes the second one. 82-65. Gerald's cut off by Nichol. She's still dribbling the basketball. Bruning watched by Dorsey. Dudley working it inside, looking for Bibbs. Can't find her right away. Dudley for 3 off the rim, no good. And we're going to have a leaning in foul on Faria Bibbs. It's her 4th, team 10th. So for the last 3 minutes and 49 seconds, Centenary will be shooting 2. Julie Danielis at the line. Again, she's a 5'6" junior out of Barstow, California. Makes the free throw. She's had a remarkable second half, Mike. Scoreless in the first half. 17 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they've really needed the spark. I mean, being down what they were at halftime, they needed something to get them up and get them going here.
Makes another one. And we've got our final media timeout of the afternoon. 3:49 left. Our score: IPFW 82, Centenary 67. Okay, I want to remind you to tune in to College 56 Sunday evening, January 12th at 8:30 for the replay of this basketball game with Centenary. That's tomorrow night, January 12th, 8:30 for the replay of today's game, Centenary at IPFW, right here on College 56 Sports. It will be played right, in fact, you're going to see it, the men's game with IUPUI, and that was a heck of a game, Mike, 86-80 in overtime. That game was going to be shown at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that was a really exciting game, and it's nice to finally see both teams at home, and now they're doing what they wanted to do all year long. They're winning. They're going out there playing hard, and they're just coming up with the shots that they need to get them over that little hump that's been holding them back all year long. Like I said, the men's team, they just couldn't get over that little 1-2 step. Women were having the same problem. They couldn't figure out how to get that square ball in that round hole. Now I think they do. They've got some confidence. Hopefully this will help us out throughout the season.
Without a doubt, the two ugliest commentators ever seen in College 56 Sports. Here we go. 3:49 to go. Mastodons to inbound the basketball. Nicely loses it. 10th turnover on IPFW, and Centenary still alive. Brabson for three. Off the rim, no, but Danielis with the rebound. Look for a lot of long distance shots coming down the stretch by Centenary. Nickel touches the baseline. You may have heard Bruce Patterson telling his team to keep their heads in the game. There's still just under 3.5 minutes to go. Anything can happen in this game of basketball. Don's going to try to eat some clock. Down to 3:10. Amy Geralds, watched by Brabson. Bruning, Elmore underneath, off the glass, no good, but Ashley's going to go to the line, and she is fouled. Going to call a foul on Carly Melvin, her third. So Ashley Elmore having a career day scoring-wise this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, right now she's 8 of 10 from the field, and now she's 5 of 5 from the free throw line. She's also got 5 rebounds, so she's playing an outstanding game today.
Makes the first. Here's the second. Knocks that one down too. 84-67 with 3 minutes to go. Dorsey kicks it out. Nickel from 14, no good. Bruning with the rebound. Outlets it to Amy Geralds. Now they're going to try to take the air out of the basketball to some degree. Bruning rather watched by Demetria Dorsey. Pass off of Nicely's hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, Mike, even though we've only had 4 turnovers in the first half, we've already committed 7 in the second half. You got to keep those turnovers down at least below 15 for an entire game. So if you go by ratios here, we can only commit 4 more in the next 2 minutes. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though.
Danielis for 3. Off the iron, no good. Varia Bibbs with a big rebound for the Mastodons. Down to 2:15 on the clock. 84-67 our score. IPFW on top. Trying to break a 9-game losing streak. Elmore wants to drive baseline. They're going to call offensive foul on Ashley Elmore. Good acting job, too, by Carly Melvin.
Well, that's a good foul to give up. I mean, at least it's a player control foul. You're not going to put the opponent at the line. So if you're going to do it, at least get it for going aggressive to the hole.
Second foul on Elmore. She's replaced by Hillary O'Connell. No, I take it back. Elmore still on the floor. Dorsey. Long 3-point shot by Way isn't off the mark. Another rebound for Maggie Bruning. See how many she's got today. Minute 44 to go.
Yeah, Mike Bruning leads the team right now with 6 boards and 5 assists, so playing pretty good. Not very key on the points part, but
O'Connell, that may be the dagger. Three-pointer with a minute and a half to go. She's got 10 points now. 87-67. Three-point shot missed. Brabson with the putback up and in. Brabson now with 15 points. 87-69. 1:08 to go. Bruning watched by Dorsey. 12 on the shot clock. Under a minute in the game clock now. Inside feed for Elmore, and Ashley lays it up and in. Nice feed from Maggie Bruning to Ashley Elmore.
you know, Mike, it's real nice to see a freshman come out and have a good, solid game like this. 24 points, only a freshman. I mean, she's put up 2 big numbers the last 2 games. She's going to be a real star here.
And with 39 seconds to go, Centenary commits turnover number 26. And with a 20-point lead, I think the Dons can finally start to feel a little safe. Geralds gets it up over midcourt. 28 seconds to go. Bruning watched by Dorsey. Don's going to try to run their offense one last time. Give and go. Elmore to Geralds. Out of bounds off Amy Geralds. 15.2 seconds left on the clock. And one last chance for the Centenary ladies. And it's taken away. Amy Geralds going to try to finish it off with a layup. 2.7 seconds to go, she does. And that's it. Final score, IPFW 91, Centenary 69. 9-game losing streak by the boards, Mike Jewell.
Yeah, it's glad to see that one go out the door. It's been a rough December, and now finally to get a win, and you know what? Even to top that, at home. It's got to feel good. It's got to build their confidence back up. And they still got another game coming up on Monday.
These two teams will meet once again, this time down in Shreveport on February the 5th. So we'll see what happens between now and then. And we're going to try to get one of the assistant coaches, if we can, to come talk with us. And see what happens here. We've got a couple of minutes. Again, 91-69 is our final, IPFW. In fact, Mike Jewell is going to go after one of our assistant coaches. Big win for the Mastodons today. Again, they come in here, they finally get a chance to play at home after 6 games in a row and 10 of 11 on the road. And there were some tough games, too, that they played, because they've played a tough schedule. They lost to the likes of Louisville, Notre Dame, and Western Michigan, Indiana State, Wright State on New Year's Eve, a game that could have gone the other way very easily. And then last Tuesday night they lost to Murray State 79-62, but big win here this afternoon. They now improve to 3-13. Centenary drops to 3-11. And while we wait, hopefully, for one of the players, one of the coaches, we'll look at some of the final numbers real quick. For IPFW, 32 of 69 from the floor for 46%, 4 of 14 from three-point range for 29%, 23 of 25 from the foul line for 92%. Fantastic there. They were led in scoring by the freshman Ashley Elmore. Second game in a row, she was the leading scorer, career high, 24 points. Amy Geralds chipped in with 22. 12 points for Faria Bibbs, 10 points for Hillary O'Connell. So 4 players in double figures for the Mastodons. Maggie Bruning, 9 points. And let's see, 5 points apiece for Tiara Dudley, Lindy Carey. And 2 points apiece for Courtney Nicely and Jenny Green. For Centenary College, They were 21 of 60 from the floor for 35%. 9 of 29 from three-point range for 31%. 18 of 24 at the foul line for 75%. They were led in scoring by Julie Danielis, 18 points all in the second half. 15 points for Venetia Brabson. 12 points for Louise Smythe, all on three-point shots. 11 points from Alexis Petway, their leading scorer, who fouled out with just under 7 minutes to go. Others scoring 9 points from their point guard, Demetria Dorsey. Let's see, Mike here, basically 2 points from Gabriella Troshka, and a point apiece from Katie Nickel and Tamika McHenry. And I believe that rounds out the Centenary scoring. Other numbers, IPFW out-rebounded Centenary 40-38. Leading rebounder, you say for IPFW was, for Rhea Bibbs and Maggie Bruning with 6 apiece. Let's see, assist, 12-10 in favor of the Mastodons. Turnovers, and that was a big story today, 27 turnovers on Centenary, 11 turnovers IPFW. And those 27 turnovers, IPFW converted that into 30 points, as opposed to 11 the other way for Centenary. Blocks, 4-1 in favor of Centenary. Steals, 18-6 in favor of IPFW. Points in the paint, 44-12 in favor of the Mastodons. Second chance points, 9-7 in favor of Centenary. So, all in all, very, very good performance today for IPFW. And again, this is nice to be at home, Mike. And today we're finally at home, and we got 3 more games at home for the women because they're going to play IUPUI Monday night, and then we're back here on the air next Saturday. And I'm trying to get my schedule real quick when Texas A&M Corpus Christi comes to town, and then they'll finish the homestand off against Cleveland State on the 22nd. So home cooking very good for IPFW today.
Pretty well for the next 2 games too. It's got to be nice, especially when you're a college student. You've got classes, you've got tests, but you're always on the road. When you're on the road for basically November, December, it's tough to finally come home and play in front of a home crowd and do what you always wanted to do. But unfortunately, you have been on the road.
Well, again, while we're waiting, hopefully, for Coach Bruce Patterson to come on board, want to remind you, tune in to College 56 this coming Friday evening when we bring you our first IPFW men's volleyball game of the season. That's Friday evening, January 17th, when the Gauchos of the University of California at Santa Barbara come here to IPFW to take on the Volleydons at 7 p.m. Again, Friday, January 17th, IPFW men's volleyball right here on College 56 Sports. And I know my radio colleague Dean Jackson may not be happy, but we're going to steal Coach Bruce Patterson for a couple of minutes. Bruce, congratulations. A very good victory, and it's nice to be at home.
Oh, God, it's nice to be home. I thought the kids just shot the ball better, and we played with a lot more intensity the first half. We haven't learned how to play with the lead either, and I thought in the second half we were not as good as we needed to be. On the other hand, at the end we stretched it back out, so that was good.
A lot of players contributed today. Ashley Elmore, I don't know what happened at Murray State with 18 points and 6 boards, but she comes back today, 24 points and 5 rebounds, and she was 9 of 11 from the floor, 6 of 6 at the foul line. What'd you say to her?
Mike, you keep pointing for that read. Remember, I'm an old guy and I don't have my glasses on. I can't read that from here. We knew Ashley's been a stud ever since she's been here. But she went through some learning process that I think every freshman goes through. I think hers was a little deeper than most, and her activity has picked up, and she's making better decisions. And frankly, she's one of the best shooting 5 people I've seen in a long time.
Amy Gerald's a little bit got out of her funk today. She chipped in with 22 points, 7 of 11 from the floor, 6 of 6 at the foul line. A good performance for Amy.
Well, interesting you say that, because I won a bet over that one. I told the other coaches, I said, this is going to be Amy's breakout game. She's been practicing real well lately, and she was in a funk. It happened with the injury up in Detroit. I don't think she ever came back from it. She was, settling for just shooting the basketball from the outside and standing in one space, and we got on her real hard in practice this week, saying you got to move. we got to get you chances and opportunities, and you could see it happening in practice, and then all of a sudden she came out and did it.
Two other things to note real quickly, Bruce. Number one, you out-rebounded Centenary 40-38, and for Rhea Bibbs and Maggie Bruning each had 6. And the other number that just knocks my socks off, 23 of 25 at the foul line, 92%. Maggie Bruning missed the only 2 of the day. Are you going to make her run some extra laps or something?
Well, I'll tell you what, our foul shooting for the last month has been abysmal. I mean, it's absolutely awful, and we've been working real hard on our practice, trying to make them run in situations where or shoot when they're tired, and we've done that pretty well, and we've also make them run when they miss. So trying to put pressure. It's not a penalty, it's trying to establish a pressure factor, and I thought today they did a nice job of it. But it's kind of nice to be at home. I think the environment helps.
Well, you've got 3 more games on this little homestand, so to speak. You got IUPUI here Monday night, payback from last year, the season finale game. Then next Saturday back here, a game we're going to broadcast, Texas A&M Corpus Christi comes to town, and then the 22nd, Cleveland State comes here to the Gate Center. So it's going to be nice, as you say, with the semester starting out next week, to have the kids at home and home cooking and everything else that goes with it. But this win today, how do you see it playing into the next 3 games coming up?
Well, I'm going to tell you, we need just wins, period, and we're playing 1 game at a time. And it isn't anything about the home streak. It's just nice to be at home. I mean, these kids are have been traveled so hard lately. That trip down to Murray State, 8-hour bus trip down, 8-hour bus trip back. It's awful on you, and I understand where Centenary is coming from. They played at Lipscomb last night, and they turn around and come back up here, or the day before, and then they come up here. That's just hard. Nobody really understands what it's like to be either in an airplane or a bus that long, and fortunately, this time around, we're getting to stay here.
Well, congratulations, a big win here at home.
Thank you. Head
coach Bruce Patterson of the victorious, I should say, IPFW Mastodons, winners here today, 91-69 over Centenary College of Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, big win. Well, that's going to about do it for this edition of IPFW Women's Basketball. We'd like to thank at this time the College 56 production crew, the IPFW athletic staff, the City of Fort Wayne, Comcast Cablevision, the IPFW Learning Resource Center, and especially the IPFW Office of University Relations and Communications for their contributions to this College 56 Sports telecast. This telecast of IPFW Sports is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this event without expressed written consent is strictly prohibited. We hope you've enjoyed our telecast of IPFW Sports, and we thank you again for joining us for this game. For Sports Information Director Mike Jewell, this is Mike Moss saying so long for now. Once again, our final score this afternoon, IPFW 91, Centenary College 69. Until tomorrow night for the replay of the men's and women's basketball games, and next Friday and Saturday night for volleyball and basketball. We wish you a pleasant farewell and a great good afternoon from the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW.